Welcome back to your favorite channel, Trading Technicals. Now today I'll just take you through how do I trade. What all things I need to consider before I take any trades, right? So there are lots of things which we need to consider before we are taking any trades, and Nifty generally, if you would have seen, certain areas which we need to always take into consideration. So major thing for us is the structure of market, right? So we need to understand what is the structure, how are we exactly taking the trades, or what is our view for the market, right? So there are lots of these technical reasons which would be there. There would be lots of global reasons which would be there, right? So the most important thing for me is the open, high, low, close. Okay. So if you look at it on this chart, okay. So let's understand where are our open, high, low, and close, right? So if you look at it this day on 17th of February, we had open at this particular place, right? Then we had high of the day was this, right? Then we had a low of the day here, okay? And where we had a close is around this level, right? Now, if you look at it, this structure, right? So this is what we had on this particular day, right? Now the next day, market opens below this, right? So I'll let this candle continue, right? So the basic thing is on 17th of Feb, okay. The best thing about this is uh, now Nifty future has opened below, right? Around 17,226. Okay, but look at the recovery. So yesterday's low it has respected and it has gone back into the same zone, right? So I need to wait for this particular place. If at all it is breaking yesterday's open as well, right? So the time it has opened, it has broken the yesterday's open. I can take a trade with the confirmation, right? So what I need, okay, on this particular day, general price action is what we are discussing. Okay, if people have gone through the price action, the main important thing for any price action is the retest of the levels, right? Now, if you look at this particular day when it is opening at this level, right? So it is a negative sign, right? It is opening below yesterday's low. However, the first 5 minutes candle itself is confirming that it is not going to break this level, right? So buying a put at this particular level will be of no use, right? And being a scalper, I need to check each and every level, right? So when I'm checking the close, okay, it has exactly opened and gone to the yesterday's close levels, right? So basically some kind of adjustments which are happening in the market, right? And definitely it is not gonna break this level, because this is first 5 minutes candle is confirming me that there is so if you understand clearly first 5 to 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you would generally get to see lots of option writers building up their positions for the day, right? So lots of straddles, strangles, all that things which would be taken into consideration in the first 15 minutes or so. So all that adjustments when it is happening, we are clearly getting to know that okay, the first 5 minutes, the people are building up positions around this level, right? So this level, so around 250 put would be returned at this stage, right? And above my resistance would be at this point, right? So this 500 ka call I can write, right? If at all I'm a writer. But in this scenario, when I'm a buyer, okay, I need to wait for this confirmation to happen, right? So once what has happened is either I can take a scalp as soon as it breaks the level. Okay, so my target will be immediately this, right? But do I take a trade, because this would be very small thing and my stop loss is much higher, right? In this scenario, if at all I have to keep the stop loss below this, right? So I have to wait, right? So then it has fallen again, and then again it is going up, right? So it has basically formed one range, right? So if I look at this range, okay, so basically it is this range which is been formed, okay. So what market is trying to do here, okay, it is forming some kind of a triangle or a wedge or kind of pattern, right? So when I'm getting a confirmation, okay, now here the breakout has happened, okay, breakout has gone up, okay, now it has retested, so this is the level I can buy, right? and my stop loss would be around this level, so which is yesterday's close, right? So if at all I have 349 and 316, which is almost like 35 points, I need to get at least 35 to 70 points in this scenario. So if at all I get an entry around this level, so 420, 430 will be my target, right? And probably I can start trailing my stop losses basis on my levels, right? So I can immediately, as soon as this market is going, I can move my stop loss around this level, right? So this is how generally we will get the trend with open high low close. Now once this is done, okay, now this is one part of trading, right? Open high low close is very important from our trading point of view, right? So now let's look at any other day, right? So we had say we will check one trending day, right? So let's look at this. So we had 15th, okay, 15th. This was a low, right? And then we had around. Okay, so this is not a trending day. We would go back to the earlier day. Okay, so now we have this as a high, okay, and this one was a low, right? And then we had open around this level only, so which is very strong resistance, okay. Now when you're buying options, right, you need to understand uh, what would be the stop losses I would be setting up, right, as an option writer, so that if you consider, you will understand everything, right? So if you look at it here, okay, now if you look at this particular place, right, so market has come down to this level, right? After opening, it was a negative day, right? It was a gap down, then it has fallen, and then market has kind of opened and gone down. And in that going down period, if you would have seen yesterday's close and yesterday's low, both were respected. So basically, if you remember, I had mentioned it on Telegram also that 900 ka put writer is getting aggressive, right? So exactly at this point, basically somebody started writing puts, right? And when, if at all on this day, right, on this particular day, if I have this kind of range, which is a pretty big range, right? So how do I trade on this particular day? This particular day, I will try to, take my current opening as well, right? So my when market is basically staying above my current opening, okay, let's mark this as a blue, right? So we will understand this. So when market is basically opening at current day's open, right? So it has gone down, so I have to wait for 10-15 minutes, right, to understand. So my short trade is not happening here because my yesterday's low is not broken, right? So there are lots of things which we need to consider, right? So this is basically, this area is telling me this will be a range bound still, because it is opening exactly inside the yesterday's zone, right? So it is not going anywhere. Now here what is happening is, it is opening then going down, right? So 10-15 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, right, we will give to the market to understand where exactly it is going. Now around 1 hour, if you consider 1 hour ka candle will be this, right? And in 1 hour, if you see, market has basically made one top, one bottom kind of something, right? Now, if you're looking yesterday's whatever positions was there and today's opening, okay, now somebody is basically, it is going to the open, then it is falling, and then once it has given the breakout, right? So once this breakout has come, I can actually start thinking about calls than the puts, right? So this place, it is clearly giving me an indication that there would be a possibility of more upside than the downside, because market is in a different direction altogether, because it is not breaking yesterday's low, so it is not a trending day for me, right? Then I have to watch for the first 5 minutes ka candle and whatever 1 hour ka range. Now 1 hour ka range for me here is, now 1 hour ka range for me is somewhere around this point, right? So once this 1 hour ka range is broken, I know where exactly the market is trying to go. Now market is trying to go here. Okay, now if once this breakout is done, I can enter into a trade. Okay, and this just below this candle, right, which will be my stop loss, right, and then my target will be this yesterday's high, right. So once the yesterday's high is achieved, okay, this particular place we need to check it out what is happening. Now what would happen is most of the people, they become aggressive, they try to enter into this particular thing and they start shorting here, right. But if you look at this zone, okay, this zone you look at it, okay, this one was one support zone somewhere, right. So now market is stuck in a range here, okay, in this particular place it has gone up, it has taken the support. So this particular thing, if you would have seen, one big candle has come, however immediately it has been taken the support and it is going up. So now what is happening is exactly at this point I know there is a range, so I will not short here. Probably I will try to short it here with this target or maybe this target, right? No, yesterday color. So this will be my range confirmation. Now here what is happening is market has gone up, come down, okay, because it's a resistance of yesterday's high low, right? Yesterday's high, and then it is going up again. So now this is my breakout point, right? So just when I enter at say 190, 198 that level, right? So this I can keep it as a stop loss just below this candle or just below this level, right? Now if you look at this particular day, it is a very good move, right? So this is how generally I will try to trade with certain levels, right? So open, high, low, close plays a very important role in my trading. Also, what you can do is see now here, if you look at this range, right? This one was a range, right? And where it is opening now, this day, if you look at it, right? So it has opened one close, right? Open, and here it is close, right? So look at how the market is taking support on that particular day. Now here what is happening is again same thing, right? It has broken. Now here probably I would have taken a short trade because it is coming inside the range of yesterday, right? It has not respected this level, so I can take a short. My target will be this particular place. However, what has happened, it has come and hit my stop loss. But in this scenario, this is giving me complete breakout thing, right? So I can take a trade at this point, particular point. So this loss, whatever was there, which will be covered. See, there is no guarantee that everything will work in our favor, right? So we need to always take these stop losses as a part of our business, and then re-enter at the call side, right? So once the call side is done, then we had this particular range. So market stayed completely on the stop only, and it never came back, right? So these are how certain levels which plays. Now if you look at this open, high, low, close, played as support at this level, right? So exactly this open, high, low closes has some values, right? So it has some kind of respect for all your trades on that particular day. So always remember, open, high, low, close is a critical part of your trading. If you want to use it, you please use it. That particular thing reminds me of how now open, high, low, close. Open, high, low, close is exactly the same thing which will be used. So people who don't want to mark those levels and all those things, right? So what will happen? We can always consider pivot points. Now pivot points, what it is doing is basically it is considering all these calculations where your open, high, low, close was there. Okay, basis on the calculations, you can just Google it. You will get to know what are the pivot points and how it has been calculated. And what happens is exactly same points we will get already plotted into our charts. Now yesterday, if you would have seen, market opened above the pivot point, went up, then took the support, and look at this R1, it was continuously taking support, right? In this particular day, market fell down, fallen, again retested, again came back, right? So this is how these levels works, right? Here, if you look at it, pivot, it is exactly. So pivot is also a very powerful tool which you can use it. However, open, high, low, close is something. See, this kind of ranges, right? When it is opening exactly much below than your yesterday's open, high, low, close. Look at the ranges how we can play with, right? and then we can always look at for a swing levels and other things which we can take a help from. So when we are looking at this day, right, it is opened. Now it is opened, it was a high day, it is suddenly it is a gap down opening, then it is falling, right? So everybody would try to enter at this particular place, but in this scenario what would happen is you would get trapped because this is going higher. So in this particular day, what I can do is I can find out the swings. Now here is I have one swing, right? And I have another swing at this point. So as I mentioned that day also, first 5 minutes ka candle mark high and low, and you would see the range which is being considered, right? So that is another way of looking at it. So if I'm looking at this particular thing, first 5 minutes ka candle, right? That has become my range. Then I have a one swing here, which was a false breakdown. Then it has gone to the high of the first 5 minutes candle, then it has again retraced back to the same opening level, and then it has given the breakout, right? So this particular place, if even if you mark these levels, right, it will give you enough and more opportunities in a day. So there are multiple methods which we use it in a daily thing, and we try to manage certain positions, right, certain times, and there are certain stop losses as well. So this is how it works. Yeah, and do practice this on your charts. Do match up with these things. And on the pivot points, you have two different pivot points here. If you would have seen, I have Fibonacci as well as traditional. So currently, whatever I had shown you, it was traditional, but you can add the combination of both. Okay, both the Fibonacci points, Fibonacci, which is auto, and pivot Fibonacci, which is again auto. So traditional and Fibonacci. So in both, if you use it, you will get certain zones, right? Certain zones which are very powerful. Now, both of these are giving you different calculations, right? One is going as per the traditional way of calculating, another one is a Fibonacci way of calculating. Now, when you get certain levels like this, right, this becomes your a very strong resistance and support zone. So in this particular day, if the market would have fallen, this would have become its strongest support. If this would have broken, then it would have been a straight fall, right? So I will show you certain. See here, it was a strong zone, and it has broken. It has gone up, right? And then exactly at this strong zone, it has been rejected. You would see multiple times. See, look at this here. Exactly, this was a top. This was a bottom, right? So markets will play in this range only. Look at this here, it has gone up, right? Strong zone, broken. So whatever we marked the on the charts, if you would have seen here, strong zone, broken, again took the support, right? And then it has given a breakout. So it is very nicely, it is respecting those levels and other things, because most of the people are following these pivot points. These are the price action. Here also we discussed, right? So easiest method for the people who don't understand all that other things, simply put Fibonacci and traditional both the pivot points in any of the softwares. You will get these things, and just see this. Now this one was a straight fall, right, where it has taken the support and where it has gone. So this is how, see, it is trying to take the support, fallen, straight short opportunity, right? And then you trail with whatever pivot points. So people who are not willing to mark those open high low close and other things, they can use this method as well. So both the pivot points, you use it and find out these strong zones. And generally when you have see, this is a trending day, when you get these kind of zones, right, very close zones, this one will become your strongest or trending day market, right? And when you have certain zones like, see, this kind of zones, right, when there is a little space between the pivot points, and it is combining like 1 2 3 kind of areas, right, that those days generally will have a sideways day, right? So this one is also again, look at this, you have got one big move at the down, right? So here if you look at it, this one was the strongest this thing, support. It has opened below that only, then there is no. Here if you see this particular place, it was nicely hold it back. So these are the things which we need to understand before we take any trade. So I hope you like this video. If you liked it, do share it with your friends, and do like this video, hit that like button, share it with your friends, and do subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys.